a developing capacity to stay grounded in yourself when the other person doesn't feel safe to you, right? When they do something or say something that doesn't feel safe, easily a triggering moment, right? And to be able to ground yourself like, oh, I'm okay. I'm okay. I was just criticized or attacked, or it felt like that, or not listened to, right? This moment of not being seen. I just wasn't seen right now. That happens all the time in my life. Not everybody sees me, that's for sure. And they just can't in that moment. Even my closest people can't always see me. And that's because of whatever is going on for them. But to develop the capacity to say, okay, I'm not being seen right now. I can turn toward that part of me that's reacting from not being seen. Then it keeps the relationship space more clear and clean. I'll say that again, just to make sure that makes sense. So when we feel reactive in an interaction, right, there's something in us that hasn't been seen or met or feels attacked, and easy to go into some kind of triggered familiar mode, right? It might be attacking the other, or getting defensive, or yelling, or withdrawing, or whatever that might be. An alternative, or maybe with even that, if that happens, that's fine, but to also recognize there's an unseen part in you, and to turn inward to that part of you, not to project the need for that to be taken care of on the other. Maybe, maybe not, and it's beautiful when that happens. But to learn how to take care of those parts of ourselves that are unseen in our relationships, really, really helpful. Then we're not projecting it out. And we have the capacity to possibly get curious, like, oh, what's going on with that other that they can't see me right now? So this is a lot, obviously. So let's just take a moment in silence. Just feel yourself. And again, with great care and compassion. Like there might be parts of you that you're recognizing right now, or that are activated. Just holding those parts, not with any kind of judgment or criticism, but with, oh, there's a tender young part here. So we get to turn toward ourselves with love and care. I find it really useful to use the concept of the parts of ourselves, because when we are triggered in relationship or any time, it feels like that's all of ourselves, right? That's like consumes us in that moment. I'm so angry. I'm so disappointed. It takes us over, right? And then there's not room for some other way of being, for compassion for ourselves, or space for a new way of being with someone else. I find it really helpful to say that's a part of me. That's not all of me. That's a part of what's arising right now. That's just something here in this present moment. It's not my whole identity. It's not all of who I am. It's just a strong energy, a strong feeling arising in this moment. And to call that a part give some space for some other thing that's also present. So when we can feel very activated, like say you're in defensive mode, you feel really angry. And then you go, oh, there's something in me that's not seen right now. And then we turn toward that unseen, that part that feels the pain of not being seen. Then we have the capacity to recognize that that's just a part. It's not all of who we are. It's just an energy that happens to be present in this moment.